Okay, literally fourth take, but here we are. I just have to, I'm a little hungry before we head on to actually making dinner full time. It's one of the treats. So cute. So cute, dude. Okay, so as I was saying, hold on. I'm happy you didn't see my face when I did that. Yeah, this is basically, I covered this, but this is VJ number 15, and surprisingly number 14 was about a year ago, which is making me feel really bad. I'm not sure, but I'm okay, it's fine. And I know I should have done also look at this, so cute. I know I should have done VJs in between. I had so much going on, you have no idea. So, I mean, you do, but this time I'm deciding to do this now because I feel like I need to sort of get this out of my system, and I'm sort of ashamed that I'm coming back to you just when I have a problem because it feels bad. And I didn't do this before some time. But a lot has happened, a lot has changed. And I don't know. I'm just I don't know, everybody's stuck in this aesthetic delusional world. And okay, so it's VJ number 15. Today is 25th October 2024, and the last VJ being last year. Let's move on from that. And yeah, I am currently just sitting here after my whole night with the whole Ishan thing. It's been just a few days, maybe a month and a half since I got here, and I already made out with someone Indian, which was very paradoxical, I would say. I didn't have that idea, and the surprising fact being that it caught me by surprise is I didn't realize that I liked him. Liked him as in liked him. I thought I could be, a whore, just go out whoring. It's okay to sleep with people now because, you have that kind of space and everything, but yeah, we don't do that. I know we don't do that, but this time it felt different. I thought maybe I could do that now, but again, proving me wrong again, so I can't. So everything happened, of course, yesterday, and I'm not gonna repeat it because I've already told the story twice, and it's bugging me every time I talk about it. And everybody has the same reaction when I talk about the twist of what Nikita did, and I don't know, honestly, I feel like she's onto something. I really do. I feel like she's onto something, into something. She's just messy. She's up to something. I'm not sure, but I know it's not good. There's something happening. I don't know how to explore that. I am a little conflicted. So at this point, I think I'm just trying to gain clarity or moreover gain peace, I would say, because this is not okay what happened, but, a big but. The biggest deal breaker being you, for the first time, okay, this is distracting me, wait. What the fuck, where is it? Okay, so the biggest deal breaker being you actually spoke this time. Maybe not in the best way possible, but you did communicate with the person who you were not able to communicate, and actually found out that he's not that bad for real talk. You thought he's not a person for real talk, and he is, maybe. You don't know anything about him, so don't jump to any conclusions. So he obviously likes you, it's no doubt. And I'm not sure how to react. And I don't know, there's so many things just bursting off in my mind. I actually feel, okay, so the best thing I want to talk to you about and like sort of ease into this is, I did the Quantum Love workshop. Sort of. I'm literally doing the bare minimum. I'm just listening. I wanted to do this, like, I didn't want to do it faster. Like, I wanted to finish the whole workshop in like 2 days, but I decided not to do that because the exercises and the maps and everything else in that workshop is something interesting for me, and I want to sit with it and journal it and manifest it in real time to see that it manifests. And then I don't know, I just did like 3 or 4 episodes, and the next day, literally after 3 or 4 episodes in 2 days, I ended up making out with him. And I sort of grounded myself before the whole thing, and I actually set the intention to everything that I wanted, and it exactly happened. And the song that I've been currently, like a very new song that I just discovered recently, I've not been watching any new TV shows, I'm not getting into that right now. So the very first song that I have been suddenly liking so far is something called Lydia, and the best part is honey whiskey, and we were drinking whiskey that was sweet. I love the drink. Surprisingly, for the first time, I enjoyed the alcohol. And turned out it was whiskey. And this song is called Honey Whiskey by Nothing But Thieves. And moreover to that, like the lyrics, oh my god, you have no idea how the lyrics is. The vibe of the song is amazing. And it says the party's pretty boring, which is exactly what was happening to me. I don't think it's for me, duh. Lucy's already crashed out. I mean, she's on the spare city. This air is getting so thin. Go down, go down, go down. The honey whiskey's kicking. Go down, go down, go down. So the second whiskey actually did kick me, but I was very much conscious. And then it says, I think I better go before I try something I might regret. Twice. And I was obsessing to leave by 9 because I knew that I would do something that I regret. So it says, black-hearted angel sunk me with kisses on my mouth. There's poison in this water. The words are falling out. The air is getting so thin. Go down, go down, go down. The honey whiskey's kicking in. Go down, go down. I think I better go before I try something I might regret. And then it says, if you want to free your body tonight, it's our secret. I think I better go before I try something I might regret. So, I don't know what it was. I'm honestly telling you, this song is what I was playing before I went. And this is the song I've been so caught up on before I went. And the lyrics literally spitting the exact facts of what happened. And I don't know, I couldn't breathe, I guess. I had a problem. I had like a cold, and I was already not doing well. And this picture of this song, Lydia, is exactly what we did. The hands, the nail polish, that's so me. But then the uniform and the guy is not him, but the hands. I held him like that, and it says black ocean, cold and dark. I'm the hungry shark, fast and merciless, but the only girl that could talk to him couldn't swim. Tell me what's worse than this, and it echoes in the halls. They danced along the walls, which we did while making out. The memories of your ghost, you are the one that I used to love, and I'm still in love, but I've never loved you the most. I've seen better days, so unafraid in my youth, I can't breathe, much less believe. You gave everything you had, every little thing you had, a true love unrehearsed. I've seen your best and worst, and at your worst, you're still the best. But at my best, I'm the worst. It's a curse. Your eyes are lined in pain, black tears don't hide in rain, and I tied you to the tracks. When I turned around, I heard the sound. I hit the ground, I know there's no turning back. I've seen better days, so unafraid in my youth. Black oceans, cold and dark, the same thing. And then this one's different. It says, I'm the hungry shark, fast and merciless, but the only girl that could talk to him couldn't swim. Tell me what's worse than this. What's worse is all the coke, the ice that numbs my throat, if only for the night. My muscle will contract, your bones will crack. It's just a fact, 'cause I am here to win this fight. I can't frickin' breathe. Much less believe the truth. I pick up a gun, aim for the sun, and shoot. Better days, so unafraid of my youth. Your eyes are lined in pain, black tears don't hide in rain. And I tied you to the track. When I turned around, I heard that sound. Okay, maybe the lyrics is like not entirely there, but this song and the previous song is the one that I've been obsessing on. So the visual of this song and the lyrics of that song, oh my god, it was literally that. And everything that I manifested when I was grounding there in their kitchen while everybody was high and I was pretending to be sleepy. I was tired, so I wasn't pretending to sleep. I was very tired. So that exact thing happened. He was shy. He said it was in the public and he was very shy. But then in his room, like at his room, he seemed like he was very comfortable. And that is what mattered to him. Like he had his guards up everywhere, outside, here, and he sort of has like another personality outside with others. So it was different. And I do sort of imagining him when we were kissing, but I did not open my eyes at all. I just opened a little bit and I just saw his like hair, face, cheekbone, nose. That's it. He was so into it. And for the first time I reached in. He was leaning in. Yeah, he was sort of up at it, and that's what he wanted to do. Obviously he was leaning in, but I wasn't letting him. But then eventually I just gave in. And you remember how the thought process was when you kissed Akash? Like your thoughts literally was like, oh my god, I'm still here, I'm actually doing this, like, can you believe this is happening? Oh no, he smells like smoke, this is disgusting. I remember this. And then when I got really close to Aditya and he tried to kiss me and I sort of budged, what was your first thought? Yeah, you gave him a cheek kiss as compensation, and he was a little embarrassed, obviously. That was lame, though. He can't reach out like that and do that. You have to take the lead. Just take the lead. Sometimes people don't hate that. So he just smelled like smoke. Now, the crazy part is he smokes too. He didn't smell like smoke. He didn't taste like smoke. Tasted really good. Very fresh. I hope I tasted good. And it was so stimulating, and the kiss really was the most amazing kiss I've had so far. I could feel my lips and everything being super swelly. He was charming. He was so confident. Now I see where that confidence is coming from. I feel like it's because of his age. He is confident. He knows exactly what he's doing. He does see through people. He's different. I told you, right? The first impression that I had about him was that he's different. That's what I told Mom. Mom was like, yeah, I saw that. She's not entirely against him, too. But she is like, she knows he's up to something. So maybe that's her first time not able to understand how to react to that. Okay, why do we do this? Why do we keep psychoanalyzing everything and how they feel and how they deal with it, but not think about ourselves? So I felt amazing. I really enjoyed it, and I think I have a new standard now. A new whole standard set for my life with somebody. And I don't know how, but this is what I want the kiss to feel. And I remember running out of energy, bro. We made out for quite some time, and trust me when I say this, I actually was tired. It got me tired for the first time. It didn't, like, until now, yeah, on long makeout sessions, whom did I have it with? Akash, probably. I ended it because I was feeling nervous, and I had all these thoughts going on in my mind, and I needed to clear it out, and I was thinking that, yeah, at that moment it was going to lead to sex. I had to get to the washroom to remove, but then that was not it. I was bored. I was so bored. And I remember with him, it just was disgusting. It just was. I can't even explain how. It just was disgusting. I didn't like it. And I've had like really, really bad breath kisses with him. And ones it was, ugh. Let's not go there. But that's the thing. I remember every time I got close to that. And it was once bad experience. And the second time it was willing. But it didn't feel good. But this time, it actually exhausted me. I felt like I was working out. And I wanted more, but I didn't have the energy. So it's not the lack of trying or the effort. I think he's just scouring. He's mysterious. He does have a past. He has been through things. I can see that totally. And I did apologize because I feel like that joke of kissing and the lip print and everything was intentional. I was doing that. That was my way of flirting with him. And that led to this. So I did apologize, thinking I was the third wheel in his romance with another woman back home. She's straight up told me, good, don't do it. Like she asked me if I like him, and I was like, yeah, I do like him. And straight up but I'm like thinking it's not gonna work because he's looking for something casual and I'm not looking. And then she's like, good. That good thing really struck me by surprise, and I was so shocked. And then when she told me that, she sounded so sure of it. And then when he told me that, he made eye contact with me and actually said that we broke up and I haven't spoken about this to her. And then sort of threw her under the bus as well. It was like, I have options. I have her. I'm like, don't even mention her. She's practically married. And then he's like, yeah, it doesn't matter. Because, the scene's going on between her and JD. Though she's married. And I was like, damn, fuck, dude. I think he knows what it is to be loyal. the way he saw through her and still hangs out with her like as if nothing's wrong. He has a very diplomatic approach, I would say, with everything. So I was right. He's different. And the question coming down to this scene is that what you want? Do you want to lose him as a friend? No, the whole time I was actually feeling like he's a little chapri. But somehow I don't think he is. After seeing his room, seeing his vibe and everything, he's just so unapologetic of who he is. It's not chapri, I guess. I mean, it's sort of chapri in that setting, but here it's not. I saw the room, I saw the stickers. He's used half of my stickers on his laptop and the other half on his board. He's seeing them every day, I guess. So there is like something, and he is someone of a thinker, I would say. Obviously a go-getter, doesn't do a lot of thinking like me. And he's achieved maybe a few things. I don't know anything. That's the whole point. I don't know anything about him. There's no way of stalking him or finding things out, but the photos and everything I see in his room, something, the dream catcher and all that was just giving me something that was good. Now, I'm not going to act on it. I know that. I'm not going to act on it just because it was all good. But everything I said, everything I did was really hard to do, and I did it anyway. Why couldn't I be selfish? You wanted to sleep with someone so bad. After coming here, you sort of discovered that you can actually come. Which didn't happen back home. And he would have been perfect. He's so... I don't know, when I was with him, like when we were sleeping or anything, he felt so fresh. Like he's young and fresh and so yummy in some sense. And he listened. I really thought that it was all gonna go south. I didn't like think about it, like visualize it, but I was sort of getting the urge to think about it, like, oh my god, if this is gonna go south, what do I do now? I was gonna start thinking, like, if I was gonna leave, go home so late at night and all that shit. But it didn't go there. I spoke to him twice, and I didn't even, like, use my serious voice. I was talking lighthearted. I was laughing and speaking, and he still took it. Which was amazing. He actually took it. He was quite turned on, I could tell. I could feel literally every inch of him on me. And the darkness and the hands, everything was so tempting. He didn't reach down first, he went up, put his hands in through my back. It felt so good. Honestly, I've never felt that good being touched like that. Really, it was something else yesterday. So, for the first time, you came clean without overthinking it. You didn't prepare a speech in your head, and you didn't wait for it to happen a certain way. So you went with it, and you said everything you had to say. You apologized, and he felt so offended for taking on all the guilt. That was him being offended. I mean, that's the max. I've seen him look so annoyed and so done, so I would say that is him being offended. What is this doing here? So say that was him being offended for taking in all the guilt. But he didn't say anything back, and he's not a big talker, not a big communicator, but he is passionate, without even talking, he was able to turn me on so fucking much. You have no idea. And he ended up sleeping the whole night with someone like me next to him without even laying his hands on me at all. Not even once. I was checking like some crazy raccoon that, yeah, I was checking in. Every time I felt his arm, I was like, what is he doing? What is he doing? But it didn't happen. And that was so cool. I don't know why I'm so surprised by normal behavior that is supposed to be really, really normal. And to all this, he's living on the fancier side of the city, on a more lively side, and it's so classy and it's so pretty. And I'm living here, which literally is the slums. I'm like, what the fuck? Anyway, we were being practical, but okay. But your vibe, your dressing, and your aesthetic, and your Instagram, and all that doesn't say that, but obviously. So, I don't know what it is, but damn. I was so impressed by seeing his aura, basically, like his life, his way of things, everything, and it was really catching me by surprise. I'm the local one. I look chubby in front of him because of my room, my view. He also has a crappy view, but still, it's better than this. So, shocking events, which shouldn't be shocking. He stopped after you said no. Yeah, because that's what basic humans are supposed to do, so don't be shocked. Then he did it. But I am still shocked because you know how it is. And he is a talker but doesn't know how to talk. And somehow, I don't know why, his energy and everything communicates more to me. Being energy sensitive in this is not that good because I feel like it'll become a habit. But anyway, that's yet to see because we don't know where we are standing with all of this right now. Am I gonna go back to normal? I did go back to normal. I didn't think that I should be the one to not text him. He should text me first after everything happened, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. But I texted anyway. And I said, it was mainly because I had a genuine question and I put him in general. This is the second time I'm doing this. I put him in general like 2 times and I bring it back immediately when he responds. So I feel like I know I'm treating it like this, but it's not happening, so maybe that's a sign. And so I texted him very casually, and just the way I am, I was just like, hi love, quick question. What's my share for yesterday's? And he's like, hey you, like, sort of quite enthusiastic, I would say. He doesn't normally text like that. So he's like, ask Nikita. She brought up. And it's an instant response. I texted exactly at 12:49 and he responded back to me as 5 messages at 12:49. And he says she brought up with a smiley face, like this normal smile. And immediately after that, how you doing? Where are you? A little enthusiastic with you. So I responded to that, but no response. So yeah, asked Nikita, she brought up, he could have just answered and left it, right? But he's like, how you doing? Where are you? I'm like, okay, I'll text her. And I was just like, I'm tired, but I'm good. And you? And I just responded saying, I'm a bitty one. What about you? That's it. I don't know, the texting seems a little different than the normal. I don't want to feed meaning into any of this, but you know. So if you want to do like a comparative analysis, you would say, is he better than Eric Calvin? 1,000 times better. Yes, yes. He might not talk. This one talks the crap out of everything, and this one might not talk, but damn, he's so much more better than him. Obviously, so much more. And Abhijit, not a go-getter. Obviously, Akash, I would say, like, they both sort of resemble similar caring energies, so good. But everything else of how things went down with him, no, he talked to me. He accepted and talked, actually, and the whole thing happened. So ew, crapola, Krapinski, definitely wrong. So you see the buffet of men here, and what I witnessed, why it feels different, right? You see that. So I'm just so done. So I know this is what it is, and this is what's going to happen, but so much happened, and I'm just not able to, I think, accept what happened. So I came a bit overwhelmed, and I did come back home crying. So I think I was crying this time. So the ultimate debate being in my head every time I meet somebody or every time I sleep over at somebody's, which is like the love or sex life related event, I come back home crying, which is bad, because when what happened with what's his name, Amir, no, Amr, right? When I came back, I remember crying up the road, walking from the metro, how bad I felt, but I ignored that anyway, and I let him in. And then when I came back home from Akash, I remember smiling, because I had such a nice time. So before that, it was Manish. The first time I came back home from Manish was bad. I didn't cry, but I was really upset and super, super bad. But then the second time I came back, I was, I think, sleepy after we hung out, and I figured out, and he confessed that he liked me, and I was like, no. So that was like not even counted. I would literally pull that off of my stories because it's really not counted. So let's just say it's him, and he came back home crying, very upset, very, very confused. And then it was him. You came back home dreamy and satisfied, and it felt like you was a much needed thing. Yeah. And you were happy. Yeah, you were satisfied. This time when I came back crying, I was confused because I didn't think anything through. I think this time I cried because I was overwhelmed about how things went down, but it actually didn't go down. Turns out, I like him, and it's sadly not going to work out because of his issues with his mom. So I think that upset me. And the part that I confessed to him that I liked him and everything, and took things down a notch, saying, see, I like you, so that's why I'm not going to come back again, because this will happen. I can't really control myself and all that, whatever I meant, I think he understood. And he was upset that I won't come back, but let's see if he puts in any efforts from his end, which by the looks of it, looks like he does, sort of. So, what do you think? so good. You don't have to put the sugar next time. So yeah, you like somebody. I mean, you don't love him, but he's really an opposite, like crazy opposite, but he does understand things somehow. So it is a catch. And with the first conversation, he didn't exactly give you a straight no or anything, but he did justify his side of things, so now we can talk. So you did talk, he let you talk, and he talked too. Everything's great. So I feel like you shouldn't sort of jump to conclusions. You should just let things go as it is. And yeah. You don't know what could happen in like 2-3 months. According to that reading, apparently in 2-3 months things are going to change. I don't know how or who or whatever. It's just that, you're not doing that thing that everybody else is doing, like jumping into serious relationships and hooking up and so much. Like she is dating somebody like 1 month already, like in 1 month. So yeah, you're not dating him. You'd want to, but it didn't go there. So win, check. And then everyone's hooking up already like crazy, like gremlins on top of each other, I guess. So that's happening, and you did not hook up with him. Check. Positive. And you guys didn't exactly confess to each other that you're like in love or whatever. You just said that I like you. That's a very neutral term. It's giving, it sort of gives like, yeah, I like you, You could see, we can hang out, we can see how things move forward. You can chat, like, just sort of come down to all that and work it out, whatever. Like, you just vibe and see where things go. And you, like, if you spend enough time together, you would get to know easily that if you are somebody who's gonna be good, really great friends, or if things are gonna lead you to more things. It's just something you'll get to know more. Like, the clarity is just going to come up by just being yourself and just letting things flow. So if you can meet him, do meet him every now and then and see the vibe. That's it. Until now, there was no common ground. Now you have a common ground. It's very obvious. You sort of openly talked and said that you like him, but his action says that he likes you. And like you said before, he's not much of a talker. So maybe this is something he doesn't talk but communicate somehow. You never know. So many things it could mean, but I'm just saying, don't be bummed out. It's fine. You have the allure. And God, was that a great kiss. And if you guys get together, I know you're not going to keep your hands off of each other. Like, it's going to be so intense. And I'm pretty sure every makeout session, every hookup, every time is going to be insane as fuck. And one more thing, did you realize, like, when it was leading to sex for the first time, you did not think about, I didn't shave. You didn't think about your shortcomings or in any way your insecurities. You're okay with it, remember? Yeah. Wow. That is amazing. For the first time, you did. What are you looking at, Michael? So, okay, so you discovered one more good thing. Amazing. You didn't give excuses like you usually do, like, I have this, I have that, you know. And when he did go to your neck, you laughed genuinely because it was ticklish. Wow. Honestly, I want this again. Come again? I want this. I do. I feel like I'm ready to fall in love, be with the guy. I don't care about his family, I don't care about anything about all that, but he does. So I think we just have to wait it out until he matures a little bit and realizes that it's his life. And he can make everybody happy, but he just has to make up his mind. And I want this. I need this so bad. It's gonna be so intense. Like, the only thing I can think of is the bodies, the kiss. But it could lead to so much. He's such a go-getter and I'm such a great designer and planner. We'd be so perfect. I don't know. All the readings lately has been like, I don't know why I keep puzzling this in my head and I keep matching them like puzzles. It kept telling, like, you know, the person who, like, she is busy right now running around trying to make money for you. They're focused on their finance. They're so into it. And he was, around that time, he was so obsessed with getting a part-time. He was so proactive and so into it. And then he finally did. And now I'm so startled. For the first time, I'm seeing things actually happening in real time. It's not happening 10 years later. It is happening. I believe it, and I manifested it, and I don't care if he's not Indian or Indian, but I know I would walk away, even if it's bad or whatever, or hard or whatever. I know I'd walk away if it gets toxic, but I really want this. And really, God, like, you actually brought me to this land not to meet someone from here, but rather an Indian itself. What's wrong with you? I mean, technically, yeah, he wasn't anywhere near me, but somehow our energy loops have brought us here. So the video that told me was like, you would travel to meet somebody, or someone would travel to meet you. So it's like, it's almost giving that. God, this feels so different and so alien to me right now. is just recent how Prashant, whatever, the dude who lived on the 10th floor, just asked me for my number. And I don't know why, I just felt Ishan's eyes on me. And every time we sat close and did stuff, I could see him on me, sort of his eyes on me. I don't know. I just don't know. I'm reading into a lot of things, but it's like, I'm thinking like it's okay to do that because so much is happening. So why not read into things? Usually I wouldn't do that anymore, right? Because every time I read into things, it was always ending horribly wrong. Or it just wouldn't happen or something. It was just like that, but now it isn't. And it's scaring me. You know what to do. So we're just gonna do that, right? We don't have a choice. Let's just do that. And he's so empathetic. He was sort of so one big mystery being, fuck, that was scary. I heard somebody breathe and I was like, damn, who's listening to me? Okay, so the one big deal breaker being he sensed that I was not all right very intuitively. So I'm trying to figure out when we talked about that and why he thought that I was not doing great. And I felt like I was like, trying to sound like, I'm not great, just for his attention. But I think that was the time I was not doing great, right? So, hold on, he's like, so, good morning, sir, evening, where were you today? Music building. Oh, is your mood off? 15th of October. Not really, why? I can feel that your mood is off. Shit, sorry, accidentally dialed. You didn't even see me today, how would you know? No worries, I can without seeing too. Are you into witchcraft? No, it's my superpower. And I'm like, I see. And I'm like, I'm fine. Thanks for checking. How was your day? What happened? Tell me. And I was like, nothing happened. Just low because I didn't eat anything and everyone was annoying to me today in particular. So I would call that annoying. Yeah. 16th October, 15th October was literally last week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So that is when we were, the girls and I, we were sort of doing things, I guess. Poor girl, no worries. Hota hai. Why didn't you buy something from the cafe? I forgot my card today at home, so yeah. Nothing, just had dinner about you. Tomorrow I have seminar. I had today's splash project from 7 to 7. It's a community one, blah, 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 blah. Where did you see? Friend also had her splash project things, our stories. So he actually said that I can without seeing too. I can feel that your mood is off. And he thinks it's because of mom. And around that time is when I think I spoke to mom, right? When did I talk to mom? 22, not the last call, but before that. It was 2020, when was it? 19. Yeah, Sonia, before Sonia. That was happening, yes, that was before Sonia. 13. No, I think 19. No, that's the old Sonia. Yeah, that is after 17 was after Tamish. Okay, so we cooked that day and I was off. Yeah, Thursday and Friday I was off. and he checked on me when it was 16th. Yeah. Wow. Do you think he's intuitive or something? Something about him doing energy work or whatever? Because it sort of sounds like it. So yeah, it's insane, right? Around that time he was on point. Turns out I had to just talk to her. Oh my god. And yesterday he told me, I could tell you were upset. You missed your mom. I did miss her, yeah. So anyway, so he's on point. You're on point for the first time. And something just happened, so let this marinate. And see what happens next and where it takes you, I guess. But yeah, you need to get to work now. You need to throw yourself into all the things that you're supposed to do right away, because God, you have so much to do. So do that before Derry. That's the target. You don't have a choice. It's so not a choice. Today's Friday, so you've got to clock in. You've got to do this. So yeah, I will see you soon, but great talk. I think this is the first time we've gone beyond 40 minutes. I remember every VJ was getting tiring about 40 minutes in, and I just felt like I couldn't talk anything more or get anything more out of it, but the conclusion we just drew was everything that I needed. So yeah, I'm gonna let this marinate. And we're gonna get back to that workshop. Yeah. I did that whole thing keeping him in mind, but maybe the energies are not there yet. He's not in the same frequency as I am. But Ishan is. And for the love of God, I gotta find out that reel that talked about meeting someone with the name I. I remember this so well. I don't know. But I swear I cannot find that reel. I'm gonna look for it. I know I saved it. I know I did. I just need to know where. Ugh. So yeah. Toodles for now. It's almost touching about an hour, so new record. Anyway, I love you, and you are loved. You are abundant. You have everything. You know you can get anybody you want. You have it all. You are it all. You've done it all. You're just amazing. And now you have a few friends who also feel the same way about you. You manifested this. So everything that everybody else said can go fuck themselves. So trust this. And I'm sure everything's going to be great. But just get back to working a little more, that's all. Our talk with Sanjana also was very insightful, right? So you need to get started on that. So yeah. Okay. See ya.